are now entering Maximum Driftcast, the only drifting podcast hosted by a Spanish soccer mom, a 30-year-old silver-haired fox going on 60, and finally, a 200-pound bowl of spaghetti with chimichanga arms.
The champions, we are the champions.
Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot.
What do you mean? You intro the show.
It's been so long, Sam. What's the name of the show?
This here Maximum Driftcast, and we're a bunch of drift boys with drift toys, and we're here to tell you about all the hit drift
All the exciting
accessories for you and your dog.
Yeah, for your drift dog.
So it's been an age since we've done here an episode. Wasn't a lot of drift news to talk about, and the world has been doing its thing. We've been doing our thing in that world. I know I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff these past few weeks. What have you guys been doing? I'll get to myself at the end.
Ooh, the craziest things. Lots.
Like what?
Like done lots of yard work.
Okay.
I built a canopy for my deck.
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah. And
Okay.
like that's it.
That's pretty cool.
How about that gentleman on the corner in front of the red car?
Oh, the Corey. Yeah, Corey. What is shaking in your neighborhood?
You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess I'll get into my stuff then, and then maybe we could talk about, like, I know you guys were in the same thing. Like, I've been in and out of the hospital doing. Don't worry, not like scary like COVID stuff. No, I've been having like elective surgery. I've been doing a lot of body hacking, body mods.
Mm-hmm.
Because drifting is kind of shut off a little bit. I've been kind of modding, the next generation human mods. So I've been getting
have the
like
technology.
hooves. I got hooves for my feet where my feet used to go. I have what is it called when you
Transition.
see? Yep, I got transmission in me. I changed out my. I don't need food anymore. I just take gear oil, which is pretty dope. I've got.
That's cool, Sam.
I got squirters on my fingers for
Oh.
washing things.
Okay.
So yeah,
okay.
like pretty cool stuff. What did you guys get any like body hacks in the meantime, or?
Corey's been hacking on his body for a while.
Yeah, I've been hacking and whacking, dude.
Hacking and whacking. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
whack. How many times do you think?
Well, it's hack in the morning, whack before bed. That's what Pappy always taught me.
Yeah, Pappy was a strong man, and
He was a good
he
dude.
taught you well.
Dude, he was a good man.
I remember back when my grandpap taught me how to whack,
Yeah.
and now we're back.
You could tell
That
he is
feels
a
good.
wacky person.
We had to get that out of the way, which feels
Yeah.
very nice. But yeah, there's been let's talk about some real shit though. Like, Corey, you've been stream teaming. You've been going hard on the stream team, right?
Yep. I dude, just been doing the Hoonigan thing. Still been doing that, especially through the whole COVID thing. Still doing it Monday through Wednesday. I'm doing my whole personal stream stuff.
You've been doing some GTA RP, right? Role playing in the Grand Theft Auto
I've been
world.
geeking out on that, dude. I've been really absorbed by this whole Twitch thing. It's very,
Explain a little bit about that, Corey, because I've been listening a lot of people talking about how GTA 5 RPG it's becoming.
It's called RP, Paco.
Sorry, yeah, role play.
RPG
not-
was the rock
yeah,
and
no role.
propel
Yeah,
grenade launcher.
Come on, Paco.
role playing is becoming a thing,
Oh, it's
and
huge.
I saw you
Fancy.
streaming once, and it scarred me for life. I was like, okay.
Oh, why? What do you mean?
Well, Corey was like a 70-year-old person, and you guys watch Family Guy, right?
What is it?
You guys watch Family Guy?
No, what?
You know the show
Is
Family
that
Guy?
like go? No,
Yeah,
I've never
well,
heard of it. What does it go?
so-
How does it go?
Family Guy.
Yeah, what happens?
Well, there's this
Family Guy.
there's this character called Herbert.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not that bad.
That's kind of what he sounded like. Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, that guy's cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. What's up, Sam?
No, it's just
Corey.
Corey, can you
it's-
role play for me right now? Like, what would let's do a role play.
we got to do it in chat though, like on AOL as a messenger back in the early 2000s.
Oh, we just have to role play
ASL?
in chat.
Yeah, but this role play in chat.
That's gonna be tough in this audio medium to translate, but we can make it work. Do you ever role play as like power bottom?
I have not yet. No, I haven't done that. I'm still a running back. You're talking about NFL stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done
You got
the power
the
bottom.
you got the power bottom. You got
Haven't
the
done
running
the
back.
power. Yeah.
You've got who else is on the team? You got the barebacks.
The
think
sack
that's it.
squatch.
Sack squatch. Yep, those guys are in it.
The ones who tackle the goalie, right? The sack squatch.
Yeah, that's a sack. That's a sack man.
Some quatch.
I one of the reasons for no episode in a while is I had invested many, and this is to segue us into drifting. That's what I'm
Yes.
going to do here. Very many months on that whole thing that happened that came out was the Ford Mach-E 1400, the Mustang Mach-E 1400. That Vaughn
Yep.
video with the electric car.
Yeah, what'd you
that's
do
what we're
there?
gonna Talk about. What do you mean? Like in the
Like,
video
what'd you
for the
do on
thing?
that? Were you a producer on the set, or what were you?
Oh, I wrote. Vaughn came to us with the concept of what he wanted to do, and then I more or less wrote it with the help of Andy at Race Service, and then I directed it, co-directed it, and then I edited it. But yeah, I was working on that ship since
Shot it too,
pre-COVID
right?
times. I think we started it in 2019, but then COVID times hit, and then it was delayed, and then indefinitely, and then we made it happen, and then I spent very many hours and days and weeks and months actually editing it. And then it came out, and here we are. But we've never kind of talked about it. I want to talk to you guys about it. What isn't it weird to see
I got a
that?
question.
Like,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
a question about that though, because I watched it. It was really good. It did good, and even did good on
Thank you,
Ken
my
Block's
man.
channel too. You guys cracked over 1 million, which is well done.
the video that they did, like the more
Yeah.
vloggy style one.
Yeah.
Well, his
I-
vlog
I-
got more views than the main commercial.
Yeah,
piece, but I guess it is a commercial.
I couldn't believe it. The sound.
Yeah.
How much was it amplified?
That's really the noises the thing makes. Like it's
Is it
super
that
high.
loud though?
It's got 5 motors. Yeah.
It, like compared
Because,
to, like
like-
an FD car, like no, when it's like honestly you do hear it, like when he was cruising with Ken and Chelsea and Haley and fake Joey. No, it's real Joey. That's what you guys think. You could actually hear it because it's like in a different frequency. It's like a high pitched noise, and it's not like a fake noise. It is just the square cut gears in the transmission, I think, or the differential.
Right.
So that is a real noise. It's not like a fake thing that they have. So there really is like a high whine. It sounds pretty cool. It's like definitely in the high pitch spectrum in person, but it's like full in person. But unfortunately, in recording it, it was like super high pitch only. So we audio mixed it and of course did some sound design in the video, but that's pretty much the raw dog sound of that thing. But the cool crazy part of it was like after we had finally finished shooting on this 3-day shoot, we had time enough for like one ride and smoke the rest of the batteries / tires, and Vaughn was just like ripping around the skid pad going like 80, 90, whatever, and ripping e-brake and doing figure eights and having a full conversation with us the whole time. And that was like the most surreal part about it is being in this drift car doing high G full throttle drift stuff, but then talking like at a normal volume like
No
this,
big
like
deal.
me with you right now. It was
And you can hear
fucking
everything.
surreal. Yeah, it's super crazy. But yeah, like in the bigger picture stuff, like I don't think it's about to like replace all of drifting as we are now. The car, like with I think like the batteries being super low in the car gave it like such a low center of gravity that I think it was harder
Possible
to kinda, like, huck
to-
around.
To flip.
Like you need a bit of like pendulum going on in the I don't know, you guys that know more about drift car dynamics than I. Like it was harder, definitely much harder to drive than of course a properly built, made for drift spec FD car by the looks of it. Just seemed a little bit slow to like lock into drift and like transition. But I think this is also like pretty much one of the big fears of the shoot was like there was a very raw test day before this, and that was pretty much it. Like we went right into the shoot not having the car fully dialed, and like by the end of the shoot it handled and looked 10 times better than it did when it began, but it was still like I'm sure with another 3 days of testing it'll be much nimbler. But the power delivery is awesome, and it's super crazy.
So it has
Did it feel incredibly fast though?
Yeah, well, like the instant torque off the line is fucking nuts.
It has
Like, it is
5
crazy.
motors.
What would you compare it to? You rode in a lot of drift cars. What would you compare it to?
Like an existing gas car?
Yeah.
Nothing.
that you
I
ever
know.
drove? That you ever rode?
Yeah, like I test drove like a Model 3 performance Tesla, and it was like that. It's just like there's this unique feeling of 100% torque right away. Like you're immediately like shot back in this unique way that no car does. Because even like Monster FD builds still don't make 100% torque right off the wide open throttle, which I don't really understand. I'm sure that Mr. Ray Shakes or one of the other RTR dudes can tell you exactly. Like there must be some arc to the power delivery because it would probably just smoke tires hard immediately, but it does weigh a lot. Because we were trying to get it to like just. I was wondering, like, one of the big things I wanted to know is if you just floor it immediately, will it just like sit there like just doing a stationary burnout? Like, will it even move forward?
Well,
But the tires are pretty grippy and it weighs a lot.
that
so
also
it
just
didn't-
that also snaps axles. Like that's been an issue with electric cars for a while, especially when they were like homebrewed. If you made them to a transmission, you kind of have to literally start on second or third gear, because if you just like put it in first and floor it, like just rip them off like nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But-
I really
but
don't
I
know
think,
about the science of it
um,
all, but
I mean-
definitely one of the people we want to get on the show soon, and sooner than later is Vaughn, because like I want to learn the juicy deets on it now that we can actually fully talk about her.
I think it's pretty cool. Like I think I've said it before. Like I'm not a fan of the concept of a Mustang as an SUV, but like my prediction is that Ford is gonna create like a sub brand. There's gonna be the Mustang brand, and they're gonna have the sports car, the SUV, the maybe like like a 4-door Mustang, like an actual something like that. But
Yeah, like I still don't. I don't want to say I don't get it because I kind of get what the marketing people are going for now. Like, of course, when they first announced it, fully against it. It's like, why the fuck would they call this thing a Mustang? And then like shooting with it and like hearing just and seeing the car, it's like, yeah, it is. It's got Mustang aesthetic. I think it's a weird thing to call it a Mustang, especially because it's like a 4-door people mover.
yeah,
The Mach-E 1400 that they designed is like, I think it's really good looking for what it is, but it's still like, yeah, it's kind of like an SUV Mustang thing. So sure, but I mean, it's got the same lines and headlight ish and taillight ish and other stuff that a Mustang has, but it's still definitely a confusing thing. I get it, like as to why they did it a little bit, because yeah, it's like, I don't know if they knew they'd get this level of hate from everyone, and like
Did they
that
get
was actually.
Did they get hate?
oh yeah.
Or, yeah, it's everywhere. But like honestly, like, but the best thing that was, YouTube comment sections are fucking rough. And the best thing that like I could have ever hoped for was pretty much said. Of course, I would rather everyone was like fully 100% acceptance of the vehicle. But like most of the YouTube comments I read were like, well, the video is fucking sick, but I'm still not calling it a Mustang. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take that.
Yeah.
Like the whole premise was that like,
It's
this
kind of
is
like
a
totally everything that is not a Mustang. It's a SUV. It's 4 doors. It's electric. Like it's
Which is going to be an electric Mustang sooner than later. I don't have any inside info
Yeah.
or whatever, but they're going to put those electric motors in a Mustang and it's going to fucking rip.
yeah. But I mean, my point is like it's just like all the hate possible that a vehicle could have had at once, all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I think this is hopefully giving it a little more street cred, and but we'll see how people react to them on the streets. Honestly, if I had to buy an electric SUV, I think it looks much better than the Tesla Model X or any other ones on the road. So as far as an electric SUV, it's definitely the one I would get out of this.
yeah,
But
that, I agree 100% that with that being the best looking SUV, electric SUV, and even maybe like the best looking mid-size SUV, even including one of the best looking mid-size SUVs, which I would arguably say the Bronco, which is also a Ford product, takes it right now. But
yeah, the Bronco looks freaking beautiful.
yeah, the thing's sick. But I definitely think there's a new segment, 100%, that a lot of like a lot of brands are going into that segment of the mid-size SUV. That now they're gonna be like a sporty mid-size SUV. Like we had like the
Well, there's
SRT8.
like, of the three Broncos, they made like there's like the 4-door one, which looks like a monster, the 2-door big off-road one, which was the one I would go for because it's just awesome looking. And then they made like the weird non-off-roady one that's just like a
It's just an
mini
Escape.
SUV. It's like a RAV4.
Yeah, it's like it's
Which
pretty much
was-
the replacement of the Escape. So it's like a
Yeah.
more benign.
Or just like playing fast and loose with their names. and
Yeah.
things,
I think they
'cause
should have
they
just
are
called
very
it the
clearly different
They
cars.
should have called it the Bronco too. But the same logic. I thought the Mustang SUV, they lost the opportunity to call it the Clydesdale, because
That's pretty good.
Ford, they had the Pinto, which was like the baby horse
Yeah.
car. The Mustang, they had the what's it called, the Torino, and like the Clydesdale would have been like the big beefy horse, but
Yeah. What are some other cool horse names I can call it? Types
Pegasus.
of horses. Pegasus. I think before we go down this, so there's a Percheron, Morgan horse, a Shire horse. That's cool. Lord of the Rings.
Shire horse,
Oh, a Peruvian Paso. That would have been a cool name.
Paso, Percheron.
Oh, there's one called Brumby. That's a cool name. So if they call it the Ford Brumby, that sounds Australian somehow.
What about a pony?
I mean, it kind of already is a pony.
I mean,
I
they
think
can.
they should have called real talk. They should have called it the Mach-E. Just the Mach-E.
Just
Call it that.
Mach-E.
Everyone would have been so pumped. Yeah.
Mm.
And, like it's got it. Like if they could design it to look like the Mustang, like exactly like it does, just call it the Mach-E.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing too. It's like everyone's talking about it because even the people that hate it are fucking talking about it
Yeah.
nonstop. So that's, I guess, from a marketing standpoint. I'm not a pro car namer man,
Yeah.
but maybe there is something to naming something that gets people talking, even if it is bad talking.
Yeah. Well, you guys did a great job, definitely, at painting this car with a new look, like a sporty, especially like the all around. Like it can grip, it can turn left. First of all,
Yeah.
it can turn left.
Yeah.
It
Which
can.
was backwards on that course. We're only supposed to go the right way. Which when we got there, that was a
Oh.
one way. So we were at the Ford Proving Grounds,
Uh-huh.
and that's where they actually do testing on all their cars for like endurance and.
They only turn right?
See how it handles rough roads. That oval course was designed to be the other way around. And when we showed up, they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to go this way around it." And then I was like,
Nope.
fought that real hard because I think all the NASCAR fans would have immediately been like, "The fuck is this turning right?"
This is NASCAR. What is this nonsense? But like the whole thing about like you can maybe even drive it front wheel drive only if you want to.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
make
could
it-
drive front wheel drive, rear wheel drive. Only.
Make it up,
Or
like
all-wheel.
a all-wheel drive Gymkhana monster and the road gripping track car and a drifter. I think the only thing, like for the drifter, they have to remove the front axles just to be able to achieve max
Yeah, there
angle
was like
without.
a 30-minute changeover to do that because it was for steering angle they had to remove the axles, which makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but everything was like awesome. It was like, okay, I can dig this, and then like at the very end of the video, they show like a bone stock blue Mach-E.
Yeah,
And it's
that was
like
one of the brand
wah,
things from Ford.
wah,
They wanted to see the it next to the production car.
yeah.
So we did a special shoot over at Chapman Ford, I think it was, in old Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, shout out to
Did you guys
Chapman
hear
Ford.
about the man who was hospitalized with 6 plastic horses inside of him?
What?
The doctor described his condition as stable.
Brum, pss.
That's pretty good, huh?
Cor-
I could always use a good horse joke. You know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
I've been
That
this
was
whole time
great.
I've been talking. I've been looking up horse jokes. Okay, this one's strong.
Uh.
What did the horse say when it fell?
what did it say?
I've fallen
Horse
and
shit.
I can't giddy up. Pretty good, huh?
Wow.
Pretty
I
good.
did like horse shit though.
Yeah.
What would the horse say when he fell over? Horse shit.
Yeah, he would. Well, because he shit himself when he fell over.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
One more. Let me find.
Okay. One more. We can stop
okay.
horsing around.
No, come on, man. Save the
Uh-huh.
jokes for rd.com/list/horse-jokes. Okay. Okay. Oh, this.
Sam, do you know how to ride a horse?
Funny you should ask,
I have a
Corey.
picture actually. Of
Yeah,
that.
funny you should ask. I know how to write a Corey's. What do we call a Corey horse?
Corsi.
Corsi.
A horse Ford.
This one's hilarious. How do you make a small fortune on horse racing?
How?
Start with a large fortune.
Okay.
That's pretty funny, huh? Which side? This is okay.
You
This
know,
one's
it's
legitimately
like-
strong. Which side of the horse has more hair?
Which side?
The outside. Unless he's got big. Hold on. I knew a horse once that had big inside hair. I don't know.
I thought they don't let you
Okay.
ride horses anymore because you always try to bareback them.
Yeah, always bareback style. I'm a raw dog, barebacker. Okay, so this one will be the last one, truly. A horse walks into a bar. The bartender
Okay.
says, "Hey." The horse says, "Buddy, you read my mind."
Oh.
Oh.
'Cause
Or the
he
horse
said,
gets
"Hey."
on the radio and goes, "Hey,
It says,
is
"Hey."
your Mach-E talkie on?"
That's funny. That's the jokes we've been looking for.
Oh. I
Sorry,
have a joke, a horse joke.
Oh
that-
my God, is this
I don't
www.horseshow.com/Paco?
know if it's gonna translate very. I don't know if it's gonna translate very good in Spanish, but you want me to try?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be better since if it translates.
All right. Well, so Sam and Corey were at the bar having a couple drinks,
Okay.
and then suddenly,
Put us on all screen, Paco. Get us on all screen. So
yeah,
I
that's
can, so I
yeah.
can-
We can see all
Okay,
all
okay.
all our reactions. So
All right.
suddenly, this is like an old saloon in the West. So like the piano's playing in the back, cling 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 cling.
That's
And
a shitty sounding piano.
yeah, well, that's
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
What's
The-
a cling
So
piano?
suddenly the
Are they playing
saloon
on like
door,
one of those little tiny like kid
xylophone,
Yeah.
cling cling cling. So suddenly the doors of the saloon just open, how very dramatic. Piano
Okay.
music stops playing. Clunk. Everybody's like looking, and Sam and Corey like look at each other and they look into the door, and there's this horse, and this horse starts walking.
did you write this joke?
Now, hold on. So then the horse turns into the bar, and Corey and Sam are just like looking at each other like, what's going on? Then the horse just like gets his hoofs on top of the bar, and goes like,
This joke.
bartender, tequila, please. Like Sam and Corey look at each other like, okay. Like they look at the bartender like, come on, give him tequila. So the bartender pours the tequila, gives it to the horse. Horse grabs it between his hoofs and turns around, walks through the wall, over the wall, walks on the roof, walks down the other wall, and leaves through the door. And everybody is quiet at the salon. And Corey and Sam are looking at each other like. So Sam tells Corey, did you see
I'm in
that?
hell right now.
Corey, did you see that? And Corey says, yeah, dude, he left without paying.
Fucking. All right. Fuck me. God damn it. Should we just end the show here? Fuck it. I don't know. We'll see you in another 6 weeks. Kill me. Oh, that's tough. That was a tough joke, Paco.
Oh,
Mine were all very funny. And you
I knew this joke was gonna go bad as soon as I started hearing the fucking fucked up piano.
Oh, the chat's going
As soon as I
crazy.
heard the fucked
Everybody,
up piano, I'm like,
everyone-
if you walk
everyone in
into
the
a
chat's
bar and you
loving
hear a
it.
piano that sounds like that, you're in for a bad time.
All right, you guys wanna
Mitch is
talk about
trying to
Formula
use
Drift?
his Twitch
I
trick.
wish it would have ended with the horse did a shot of tequila and then went in the back and butt chugged a PBR and left. Like there was no butt
Yeah.
chugging in it. There was no smurfing. There was no beer bonging. There was no like.
Brett Favre. Throw Brett Favre in there. He can throw a wicked spiral. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, give
Yeah.
me something. Give me something to work with. Bam Paco. Yep. Chat saying that. Corey, that reminds me, like, wow, I've tried to go into Corey's stream when he's streaming a couple times, and then of course people start aggravating me, and then what I have to do is then I have to issue global bans to people.
Uh-huh.
So I've actually given about half of Corey's moderators a global ban on the internet, and that's just a full ban. You're out.
Yep.
No more internet for them.
That's it.
So I'm sorry, Corey, that I keep on having to do that because he's got a spicy squad in there. I don't know if any of you guys are in here right now. Probably not. I hope not, because they should be global banned by now. If they can come in here, then they're obviously hacking
Yeah.
the web. and that will not fly.
Huh.
Man.
By the way,
Yeah,
real quick.
sorry guys. Sorry Sam does you guys like that.
Yeah.
That's I take partial fault for
Yeah,
being
Mitch.
friends with such an evildoer.
No, it's fucking Mitch. Mitch is chill. I think there's some other nasty ne'er-do-wells in your chat.
Speaking of dwellers, real
Do you guys
quick.
want to talk about Formula Drift?
Yeah,
I want to talk about
before
say,
the
Paco, go ahead.
Yeah, just
if
before
this
we-
is another bad horse.
no.
joke, I
This is
swear to God.
this is actually a terrible joke. What's
Okay.
what's behind you, Sam?
This is Corey. So Corey, this year was a good year for you. I don't remember what year it was when you were this boy, but what we have here is a audio only people. We've got a beautiful Corey sitting in front of what looks like a pump house, so a bunch of water pumps. He's thoughtful.
That's
he's
a photo from like
handsome.
a week ago, right?
No facial. Yeah, this is last week. This is beginning of quarantine, and now look what's happened to him. This is how he looks now. So he used to have these large electric sunglasses, the Kyle Busch version. You said these are Kyle Busch electric sunnies. He used to be working out. Look at those guns.
No, I was
I'd
not
say-
eating and like not doing anything. I was probably just malnourished.
And now you're eating and not doing anything.
Now I'm just living life, dude.
Yeah, living large. So I mean, I would say out of the Corys that I know, this might be my favorite version.
Shut
That-
up.
That's what peak.
You are going down a very, very bad hole right now.
That's what peak performance looks like.
No.
That Corey used to go down some bad holes, didn't he? Look at him.
Some bad holes.
Bad holes, bad holes.
That is
Dude, you used to go down bad holes.
is that pre spaghetti and hot dogs?
No, that was
Full spaghetti
what
and
am
hot
I
dogs.
doing with my life to
I'll
take
hold your
this
head up.
picture?
Is your head tired, Corey? I'll hold it up.
So smooth. Look at that baby face.
How's this look? That's pretty cool.
Aw. I
He's
hope
holding his head
I
up.
hope people are screen capturing this.
I hope so too. So that's my little Corey friend behind me, and he keeps me honest, keeps me safe, and that's
do
why
you
he's
do that?
here.
I do that.
Do. So yeah, we did get a Formula Drift driver's list in the email 9 days ago. That's we've been discussing it this whole time. That's why we're here now.
Thanks, Jared. You know.
Jared.
So- Yeah, I was reading in chat. He goes, "That's before Bonnarant chewed him up and spit him out."
Yeah. Bonnarant used to lick Corey from chin to brow. It was weird.
What?
Chin to chili ring.
Chin. Ooh.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, that's nice. So we have, I guess we're doing a Formula Drift round in less than a month at St. Louis.
Yeah. And it's
And
so for people who haven't looked at the whole how Formula Drift is gonna operate, we're gonna have 4 rounds.
well, no, he told me how it goes. Ryan told me actually.
No, yeah, but this is for the audience.
No, right
oh.
now he told me but he updated it.
Oh.
Corey, you remember how it's gonna go too. I remember he told me that he texted you too. So he said that there's gonna be they're doing a lot of changes this year, obviously, because of the stuff going on. One of the big changes is no race suits, body paint only.
Perfect.
So you can do whatever kind of. That's because a lot of sponsors are changing out fast. They don't want to have to worry about the drivers like, oh, my title sponsor left me. I got to get a new suit like 3 more times a season. So now what they're doing is body paint only.
It's a sanitary
cars.
thing because you can't reuse the suit, so it's always a new suit.
Yeah.
Body suit.
Yeah. So bodysuit, body paint. So like it, and also like the bodysuit, like the idea is that like, yeah, if there is like a fire in your car or whatever, you do get ejected from the vehicle, like you slide, it's like very slick paint. And like, I think it's going to look pretty fucking cool on a lot of people.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Just think about. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah. What's up?
My
Say it.
vision. My vision is just. I'm envisioning. Can you imagine? Like the top 16 intro and everybody's snorkels hanging out, painted like a
Yeah.
sea creature.
Yeah. It's
Like,
gonna be
think about it. And
fucking
next
cool.
is Ken Gooch, and he walks up and he waves, and it's just
and
like,
then you're
yeah,
gonna have
and
like,
then it's
you're
just
gonna have the upstairs wave and the
Yeah,
downstairs
that's
wave,
it.
like
That
going with the body.
all right,
gigantic
next is Chris
piece of
Forsberg, just-
equipment.
like you can't, but that's why you have to paint it really good. And you have to use, like Sam said, slick paint.
Yeah.
Which
and
I've
it's
never
gonna-
heard of slick paint, but I can imagine it's new technology.
Yeah,
that,
the problem is that you do have to like they only do the front half because otherwise it's going to rub off on the seats. So the whole back half is you just go al dente.
Oh,
And you know the
They say
thing
in
is, so the
Spain.
other thing too is that I'm realizing is that this big thing has to be super sterile and sanitary. So
Mhm.
drivers are not doing signatures anymore, and since so they're wearing body paint, what they
Mhm.
do is the crew guy paints paint on their butt cheeks and they stamp it on a hero card.
Yep.
So you actually get a
Yep.
butt cheek on your
Mhm.
hero card, and that's saying nobody touches anything. You don't touch hands. The person holds their hero
Yeah.
card, boom, touches it, gets the butt stamp, and they move on.
And it's very sterile, very solemn event. Like you can't enjoy that part because like the procedure must be maintained and it's quiet.
Yeah,
And it's quiet and there's no talking when this happens.
Yeah.
And that's part of the deal. So yeah, autograph session is going to be much different now, but it's going to be in some ways I'd say better.
yeah.
Corey, do you remember some of the other changes that Ryan told us about?
Other than the body paint, drivers are sharing cars this year.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the reason that is because it's expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive. So what they'll have to do is at the beginning of the event, they'll put a name in the hat. You pick the name, and then so it's one leads, one chases. The driver swap. So you better be a good lead car driver or chase driver, because if you're leading, guess what? You gotta have your chase guy next. So you're sharing a car, and one driver does lead, one driver does a chase. It's a new thing that's just coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some of the other changes he told me about, and they're all super
They're only
secret.
they're only serving yogurt at the concession stand. I wasn't kind of concerned by that one.
because
Oh,
they're not doing
I-
baby carrots.
No, there's
But
no
the-
cow dog. It's just straight yogurt. They're feeding people only yogurt.
But the
Plain?
weird part is too, it's like I don't think they could get Go-Gurt going
No.
on this. So, but they
No.
do want to keep it speedy, keep it fast.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of like slinging it at you because Go-Gurt was obviously they wanted to get them choice 1, choice 2 didn't work out. It's like Go-Gurt, if you guys aren't aware,
Yeah.
it's yogurt on the go. It's fucking great.
You
They're
can
not-
put it in your
Um,
pocket. You can put it in your purse. You can put it in your sock.
But it's
And-
copywritten. It's patented. You can't just
Yeah.
like make your own Go-Gurt. So I think what they're doing is just slinging yogurt at the kids when they show up.
So
to the
they're not
stand.
Uh-huh.
they're not doing the good old yogurt funnel.
What's that?
I don't know how they're delivering it, but if you can elaborate a little bit more, I'll probably.
Yeah, it's a
understand.
funnel. You know, it's like I think that funnel call it like a bukkake funnel, something like that.
Paco, why do you always have to go there?
Oh, ew,
Ah,
ew.
Paco.
That hurts.
But yeah, I'm sure that I'll remember some of the other cool stuff they're going to do at the event. But yeah, St. Louis. We'll talk to Dad before we go into the event, but I imagine they're going to be limited live people there. Hopefully the live stream is elevated.
Yep.
Hopefully everyone fucking taking the required and morally sound precautions and all that. But they did do oh yeah, Paco, you're gonna say the 4 big events, the double headers, which I'm sure if you guys are deep enough in the drift cuts to
Yeah.
be listening to this show, you probably have already heard basically
Want me-
that. But
Want me to
as a
explain how
reminder-
it's gonna go?
yeah, give us an
So, yeah.
explanation.
So here's how is it going. I'm gonna get you guys to get your reactions. We have 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Round 1 is gonna be in
Hold on,
San.
there's a cool motorcycle going by.
What is it?
Cool.
Cool.
There's a cool motorcycle.
So
Go ahead.
we have 4 rounds. I think round 1 is gonna be in San Luis.
Correct.
So each round we're gonna have 3 competitions. 1
Mhm.
Pro 2 competition and 2 Pro 1 competitions. Friday we have Pro 2. Saturday we have Pro round 1, and Sunday we have Pro round 2.
And no qualifying, which is something
No
that we've been
qualifying.
talking about. I like how it's taken a fucking global pandemic and the coming of the
To
apocalypse
get rid of
to finally
qualifying.
get rid of qualifying.
And here's the
but yeah,
thing.
We
we've been on
talked
the-
about that for how long? How long have we been talking about no qualifying?
Well, Corey, I mean,
And not only that, we did say this would be the worst year for drifting ever.
Well,
last year.
we-
Yeah, we did.
for those
We did, didn't we?
we actually
It's actually
came
part of
up
the
with-
title, worst drifting year ever.
It's not only worst drifting year, it's just worst year ever. Period.
Yeah, it's where it's going to be the worst year
Um,
ever. And I don't know how we planned that.
Corey,
how we
well,
predicted it.
I think Corey, when we, went to China to get that bat soup as part of our plan to get rid of
Yeah.
qualifying,
Yeah.
things might have gone a little bit out of control, and oops, sorry.
Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Hey, it's only cost about 165,000 American lives and counting, but qualifying's gone. You're welcome.
You're wel-
We got to thank all. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So you're welcome for that. But then,
so-
so then, like round 2 and round 3 and 4 and so on is all based off of the previous um, results, right?
yeah, so
For
here's how it's
drifting?
gonna go. Pro 2, it's a
Yep.
top 32. Instead of having qualifying, they're just running a top 32. So everybody in top 32 is gonna drive, which that's kind of cool. And then first round, they're gonna whoever's the highest in points from last year, which in this case is James Dean, he gets to draw a number out of a hat between 1 and 16. So whatever number he gets, that means that's a position that he's starting. So if James Dean picks number 10, he starts at number 10. And then driver number 2 on points, he's number 11. And driver 3 is number 12 and consecutively, which means the drivers who were in the back of the bracket, they're going to end up in 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the So it's just like a way of scattering the drivers. And
Yeah. But there's 36 people on this list of drivers.
there's 36
How does
drivers.
So how does everyone drive? I forget.
Well, from my understanding, if you are behind, like you're not one of those drivers, there's shit. Wait, hold on. There might be all 36 battles, and then like a top 36. We have to double check, but as far as I understood, it was just up to top 32. Yeah, we need
Well,
that.
even if they did that, it's like it makes sense because it's there's no qualifying and you have so much time saved.
Yeah, so I mean, why not make
You
it
have
a
a full
top
day saved.
make it a top 36? And then whoever finishes, like let's say Ryan Turk gets first place next day, he's the one who gets to pull the number out of a hat, and between 1 and 16, and whatever number he gets, that's where he starts, and everybody starts.
But it is
behind him.
random.
Can you imagine like this if it's like there's a numbers in a hats and it's 1 through 36, and let's say you're in St. Louis, you built your car all last week, you're tired, you're beat up, you just drove 3,000 miles, and you draw pill number 36 and they send you home. Ah, damn, you don't get to drive today.
Yeah, there can't be just that. So I'm curious to see how that works, because it's like if someone's in the points lead and they draw the bad number not to race, so they've got to do something in that regard. What I think is going to be awesome about this is that so many people, you're going to see people. I don't think you can not go hard if you're in like the grade 8. So it's Saturday and you're in the grade 8. People are going to be fucking busting nuts and going all out and going crazy. And cars are going to be, like Chelsea and other people like to go when they get to the finals, half their cars missing. They're going to do that on Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, back at it again, top 32. Like, it's going to be fucking wild to see these cars like going through this. Like, I'm actually really excited about that for the format. So that'll be cool. But yeah, 2 St. Louis. I wonder if they're going to change up the track from day 1 to day 2. I hope so.
Probably
a little spicier.
At least backwards and like one
you're
way
gonna
or the
see-
other.
Anyone that thought that perhaps drifting was getting stale, I think you're going to get like a forced new perspective on a lot of this shit, because it's going to be an endurance race for the weekend for sure. Like a lot of people don't have the money coming in that they used to, and I don't think that's going to cause them to like not go as hard necessarily. I think a lot of people might just have more of a fuck it attitude, and also everyone really wants to drive hard. So I think it's going to be a bit of a shit show in a cool way, I hope.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we've seen 2 big events back to back on, the FIA drift, so we know it's possible. We've seen drivers doing it, so it's possible. Especially if you're not doing qualifying, you have less chances of destroy your car. Obviously, there's practice, but
I'm curious to see if and when the world returns to quote unquote normal, like what will be taken from this and continue pushing forward with, because like it's forcing a big shakeup in how these events are run. I'm curious to see like once like everyone's good and we can all mouth kiss whenever the fuck we want, how that would affect the stuff going forward. It's just a big what if. I guess we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But the cool part is like if it's fucking rough at times, it's like, oh, it's all new. It's fine. And I think we talked about on the last show, however many fucking weeks ago. Like I'm just gonna be so goddamn excited when there's drifting going on. I did a little Uncle Burnout in my my car. Got a new car. We'll talk about it later.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and I smelled tire smoke for the first time in a long time, and I was like, "Oh, what is this? Oh,
I mean,
Like,
tire
I'd
smoke
forgotten
that
what
you
fucking-
created.
yeah, I forgot what that stank was, and boy, it smelled nice. So yeah, they go through they do a St. Louis. What are the other rounds then, Paco? I think there's a Seattle,
Seattle,
and then there's Irwin.
and there's 2 rounds in
and-
California.
Yes, and Omaha, which
Now,
I'm down for.
that's where I have my doubts because California is probably one of the most reserved states right now when it comes to COVID.
Reserved.
Yeah, like I mean, as far as like having events and big events and stuff like gatherings.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I want to hope that there's some sort of exception or something that
I mean,
allows
they're not going to
them.
make an exception. I think there's going to be like a safe events policy, perhaps, if there is anything, or it's just
Yeah.
simply like it's going to be largely live streamed. So I guess
Yeah. Which
we'll see. I mean, I don't even know what St. Louis is. We got to talk to Dad about that. But it's like there's no way they're going to allow like full admission. Like there are no grandstands. There's no
Yeah.
fucking way there's going to be a grandstand.
which
it's
kind of I mean we can talk about it after we're done with Formula Drift, but like Grid Life happening this weekend, it's only 15% capacity.
Yeah, so I
That
talked to Stuart
is-
on the phone
yeah.
a few days ago about it, and it's like yeah, we wish we could fucking go out and do our usual thing, but the strict thing is it's like there's no money anymore. So
Yeah.
like he wants to put on a show because he doesn't want Grid Life to not be happening. But
Yeah.
if he were to do like a full size show and bring out the bros, and granted a lot of the drivers and a lot of other people are still going to drive, and they're
Yeah.
going to be putting on a live event, but it's still like you have the option to do nothing, which might be a good idea because you shouldn't lose money in this time. You should maybe just pack it up, come back 2021 or whenever. But then on the other end, it's like, yeah, you want to keep things going. You don't want to lose momentum, even if it is a very different thing. So it's like, yeah, we're not going out there, unfortunately. We talked about maybe doing something from home. I haven't heard back, but we'll hopefully get news on that if we might be a part, call in of some sort. But yeah, I'm happy that they're doing the event. I'm going to be watching the live stream either way, and it'll be awesome. And I can't wait to get back out there.
Yeah. Which, by the way, allows to correct ourselves. So there's St. Louis, Washington, Monroe, Washington, and then there's a round in Dallas, and then the final is
Dallas,
in
that's
Irwindale.
right.
Yes. So
Not
we're
too California.
we're going back to Texas.
And all we talked about at the beginning of the year was how fucking excited we were for E-Town, which is now not happening, unfortunately. But it looks like E-Town's been holding their events on that track, though, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. But yeah, we're not going to see E-Town this year, unfortunately. And I wish we did.
That really
it's okay.
sucked,
We'll-
man, because like they
we'll do it
literally
right.
prepared that whole track just for Formula Drift this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, you know, and
Well, it's still concrete ain't going anywhere. Drifting is hopefully not going anywhere. It's going to change for sure. I know a lot of people's discretionary spending, not even talking about sponsors, like individuals,
Yeah.
like discretionary spending has gone down. So it's everyone's battening down the hatches and seeing how we weather this shit.
yeah.
I guess so we got the driver's list.
Yeah, I
Here.
have it right
Yeah.
here.
There's a lot of familiar names. We got Freddie, we got Odie. Joao is did Joao finish out the full season last year? I forget.
He kind of did, yes.
Yeah.
I hope he tightens up. Very nice man. Trent Beecham,
Yeah,
Dan
Moved
Burkett.
into Pro
people
1.
who
Yep.
moved to
So Trent Beecham, Pro 2 champion,
Yep.
now in Pro 1.
then we have Shinji
Adam-
Minoa coming from Japan.
Mr. Yeah, so yeah. Well, I was just gonna go on the list. We'll talk
Okay,
about the boys
let's
before
go one
we
by
jump
one.
around.
Sure.
Yeah. So Danny Burke, love the boy.
Yes.
Jonathan Castro, love him. Romeo Charpentier.
Yeah. Is moving
very nice
up.
boy.
Pro 2, Pro
Jimmy
1.
D, fucking Jim's Dean.
That guy.
And looks like they changed the livery in their S15s to
Finally.
look slightly different than each other.
Okay.
So they're not going to be nearly identical liveries. So you might be able to tell the difference between the two cars now, between him and his hetero life partner. Chelsea the Nof, Michael S, Matty Field, Chris Forberg. Oh, hey, you
Thank
just
you.
dominated my screen with that list. I want to see my list. Thank you. Von Gritten, Ken Grush, D. Human. Very excited to see. I actually made a stop off. I had to. I'll go into the whole story about my car fund. But I went down to the Blackout Garage for the first time and saw Forsberg and D. Man a few months ago, and I got to see his 2J BMW, which looks fucking sick. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in that car, built by himself, full of all of his perfect TLC. Taylor Holman, Jeffy J, Dean Karn, Farouk, Ryan Liddy, Ryan Littleboy, Adam LC.
Adam
Pro
LC
One.
moving to Pro 1.
Yeah.
And here's
And
one thing, by the
is
way.
he-
Oh, sorry?
did I also read somewhere that he's doing Pro 2 as well? I don't see him on the Pro 2
No.
list, but I don't know if they'll let
Yeah.
him do that. That's too many driftings.
Here's the thing. A lot of people were talking shit, saying that, oh, he's about his way up there. Like, no, he finished in top 5. What was
Yeah, which I think is all you need for Pro 1, right, Corey?
top 8?
Yeah,
Yeah, he finished in
that sounds about right.
top 5
I mean,
or something like that.
he's got the support to do it. Fucking why not?
The thing is, he drives probably more than most Pro 1 drivers.
He drives more than anyone, I bet. He's
Yeah.
driving more than anyone on this list, I bet.
Hate all you want. He's up there and you're not.
No, I mean, I don't know why anyone hate him. He's a nice boy. But,
Yeah.
Wataru Matsuyama. Who's that?
Matsuyama.
What's Wataru?
I think it's one. I think that's Robbie's boy, Robbie
Japan.
Nishida's friend. It's like I think I might be wrong, but I think he's like the kid of one of his Hey Man team. So it's a young kid that is doing pretty good. But I might be wrong. I'll double check, so don't quote me on that.
We have Yves Meyer from
Yves Meyer?
Switzerland.
As
Do you
Vet
know anything
Zedland,
about this gentleman?
I never heard about him. So, I mean, if he's doing pro, not Pro 2, he's probably a big deal in Switzerland. So,
Am I
Interesting.
allowed to do a screen share here? Why don't you stop your share? I'll do my share
Okay, perfect.
because I found a picture of him. Okay. Let's see here. Share screen. Yeah, he looks fucking cool. Check this guy out. Let me close all the porn
sorry
links.
guys. Sam is
Okay, so yeah, look at this fucking. Look
Yves
at this
Meyer?
bad
Yves
boy.
Meyer, dude.
wow.
Yves Meyer is so. He's the scientist, man. He's fucking. Look at this guy. He's about to crank on some goddamn drifting car wheels.
He's like, listen here, bitch. I'm gonna run the wall
Bitch.
over here, brother.
Yeah, so he's gonna be doing.
He's
science
built.
and- yeah,
He's definitely
strong.
built. For
Strong
speed
and
and
handsome.
comfort.
Any more pictures? Yep, there he is.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Yves
his
Meyer's
family
son.
crest.
Yeah, family crest, Yves Meyer.
Family crest.
This
Look
is
at that
also
right there.
him. Yeah, this
Dr.
one's him
Yves.
too, clearly.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, he's a
see.
doctor.
Oh!
Fuck, we have a doctor in.
Hey,
we're going
hey
down
Corey,
rabbit
yeah,
hole.
no, Sam, let's make sure there's no like weird pop-ups.
I know. This is a fucking dirty path. Hold on, no, I can't. There's just more of him. He looks great. I'm very excited to see him. I want to know more about him. Shinja Manoa, do you guys know about him?
Yeah, he's a OG,
Excuse me.
OG boy from Japan.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited to see these Japanese guys coming in now. Yeah, look, I gave him the goog right here. I see some nice.
He's from I think
SOAR photos.
oh, shit, what's I'm trying to. Yeah, he's like a big body JCX drifter,
He's got a big body.
veteran. Yeah.
He's like a Corey style drifter.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. So he's the one. He's the one who's Hey Man team with Robin Nishida's.
Hey man.
Yeah, Hey Man.
Shinji Minoa.
Then who else we have?
Kyle Minoa.
Kyle, let me know.
Minoan. Kyle Minoan.
Common Owen.
Paul,
And
get us all three up on stream, Pac.
Yes.
And then Kamahan, Tyler, Little Timmy Nelson. Have we talked to Tyler? What's
Little Timmy
Timmy's?
Nelson? Is that his nickname?
Yeah, Lil Lil Timmy. What's his deal? Have we talked to Timmy Nelson? He has an asterisk. It is new. I don't know Tyler Timmy Nelson. From the USA.
Nope.
Do you guys know Tyler Timmy?
Jimmy.
Let's
I
look
googled his
Google
name.
You just Google
I-
image them.
I googled him, and the first one is update: Manga's 30 years in prison for kidnapping. Is that him?
I mean, rough. It's a rough year, man.
I
don't
would
think
say
that's
screen
him.
share it, Sam, so you can educate us.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is. Oh man, this is wild. I don't know if FD should be supporting this sort of thing, but who knows? If we gotta fill seats, yeah. So
Whoa.
this
Oh
looks like.
boy.
I guess this is Timmy
Oh,
Nelson. I
boy.
don't know. I don't know if this is who we want in our drifting, but I guess this is what the dads want.
I don't know, but
Whatever
I'm
you guys
definitely
say.
I'm definitely down to that refinance ad right there.
Yeah, you trying to refinance?
I mean, now I am. I saw that pop up. It was
Okay.
like, sweet, qualified.
Johnny Nairn, was he a Pro 2 last year?
Jonathan Aaron, yeah. He
Yeah.
he drives that Mustang Grid Life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he.
Name is familiar.
Yeah, from Pro 2, but I might be wrong. I mean, I just haven't been watching drifting like in the last year.
Yeah, I had forgotten that side of myself. I've become, like I said, enamored in dolls, mostly.
Yeah, Naren and Nelson will be together. We saw them at Grid Life Atlanta, actually. They were
Yeah.
driving Mustangs.
Yeah, I feel like the name is super familiar.
Yeah.
The Mustang now brings it up. Speaking of Mustang, we got JTPP, Travis Reeder, Alec Robbins coming up from Pro 2, which is awesome to see him up there.
Yeah.
Diego fucking Saito,
Diego.
which we talked about previously. Diego Sato. He's back, baby.
He's in FRS, and I'm hoping
yeah.
he does well.
Yeah. I mean, we see Ryan Turtleneck did pretty fucking well on FRS, so I think Daigo, of all people, can do it as long as it's a properly built, proper FD-ready
Yep.
car. I'm very excited to see Daigo versus Dean in a proper car.
Yep.
Because those boys are the follow masters, and I'm super pumped to see what he do. We have Brandon Sorensen.
Yeah, he
which
moved up.
is-
He moved to
Yeah.
Pro 1.
Brandon Sorensen, I think he's 7 years old. Fucking wild.
So Brandon Sorensen finished ninth. No, he didn't finish eighth, but I can't remember exactly what it was. There's like some sort of points contention or something where they allowed him to move up.
Yeah, I
So-
say fuck it. Anyone
Yeah.
wants to drive, bring it in. like this year is gonna be
Everything
little bit of
goes.
a mess. Like, let's just fucking do it. I'm
Everything
thinking
goes.
about it. I'll petition the dads. I don't give a
Hey,
heck.
my name's Sam Nelvin. Let me drive my S14, dude.
I haven't gone. I would just go straight to St. Louis. My car is. There's all sorts of stuff not right with it. It's empty right now. I got the interior, but I'll get there. I'll
Your
make
drift
it. And
car,
I'll
of course,
drive.
is going to be empty.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Weight reduction, boys. I did
Oh.
try to. I drove it from the RS garage to the back lot with no interior, and I tried to put a cardboard box as my seat.
Yep.
Don't do that because I've got a very heavy clutch, and then I pushed the clutch in, and then the cardboard box did shift, and then I almost hit a pole. So don't do that.
Oh,
So just sit on the ground when you drive it with no seat in it. That's
Perfect.
what I've learned. That's your pro
That's
tip for
smart,
the day.
Sam.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Like,
who
Mark
else?
Turk what?
I said driving
What?
with Sam.
Yeah, driving. That's a sand tip.
Yeah.
That's a sand tip. Don't sit on a cardboard box when you're driving your car with no interior. Ryan Turk is there.
Kazuya
He's gonna be
Taguchi.
in the- It's going to be in the Toyota. Oh, Taguchi. Yeah, Taguchi's back. Very happy to see him back in there.
He killed it.
Ryan Turtleneck. He's going to be in the Toyota Corolla. That's going to be operated by Papa Mama. And Piotr is going to be back. I'm very excited
Yep.
about that. And then our Die Man, our Die Boy. So there's a lot of cool new faces I'm excited about, and I'm super happy to see that none of that I know of are any of my favorite best friends from all these years leaving. Are there any familiar names up here we don't see that we wish we did?
Well, Federico,
Forrest Wang.
Forrest.
Oh, Federico.
Yeah, Federico is kind of stuck in Italy right now.
Yeah, that sucks.
Um,
Oh yeah, where the fuck's Forrest?
Forrest, I mean, rumors were that since last year that was gonna be his last year of FD.
He'll be
Um,
back. He's thirsty. He's thirsty for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was he was putting a good show last year. So hopefully,
Kevin Lawrence.
Yeah.
hopefully when things. Oh, wait, Kevin Lawrence is not competing. He announced that he's out.
No, bummer.
Who else is? Did I
Wesley Snipes.
Did I see Kyle Mohan in the? Yeah, Kyle Mohan's on the.
Ramon's there. It looks like. Oh, I forgot to mention. Hogan is back, but this time it's Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's
Hulkster's
driving.
back at
The
Viper?
Hulkster's driving, and he's gonna be
Fuck.
driving a Viper, 91 Viper stock, which is interesting. He's gonna have the 3-spoke chromies on there, plastic side exit exhaust. You fucking name it. Is that the 91 Viper? Am I getting this wrong? What year was the first Viper? Yeah, there she
91?
is.
Can you?
95?
Yeah, there she is.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back.
Is the show on?
Yeah, we're on. There's like
Good.
a little hiccup.
We're gonna cut that in post, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because so what we had to do right there is we had to shut down the screen real quick because Paco's hentai virus popped up.
I know it's an
Yeah.
And it showed
antivirus, not a
some
hentai virus.
gruesome hentai viruses. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that we saved the day there. Yeah, 91 Viper. That's gonna be cool for Hulk. I'm trying to
No
remember
Dirk
some of their-
Stratton.
Oh,
There you go. So I know I was missing somebody.
that's a bummer.
And if you guys saw that, I'd send you a little video on the chat, on our direct chat. Anybody you guys saw it? Of the Hogan?
I don't want to see your hentai stuff too.
It's not.
I don't want to see that hentai. I've told you 1,000 times. That is for you in your alone time.
No, it's for.
Josh-
Josh
need to share
Robinson's
that.
Pro 2, Mitch.
Yeah, so let's go down some Pro Tuesdays. We've got Sean Adriano, Carlos Arieta, Dmitry Bretsky, Micah Diaz.
Yep.
Tyler Garlatz.
Yep.
Big hate man, the hate man himself.
Only Haley.
Haley.
Ricky Hoffmans.
Yep.
Johnny Hurst. Joe Lynn. Josh Love. Derek Madison. Austin Mata. A lot of. I guess there's not too many new names in there. But
Well, there's a lot of new names, yeah.
Tyler's new. Joe is new. Josh Love. Derek Madison. Austin Mata. Dusty Miles. Steve Misko, Nick Novak, which is unfortunate. He used to have one. He did lose it last season. Blake Olson, Mike Power, who's got a lot of power up here. The Who Man, familiar face there.
Human
Joshy
Rahimi.
Wren, Joshy Rob, not to be confused. J Rob's going to be in too. Kelsey's back. Alex Schlegel, AZ Hometown represent. What up? Chase, Amanda, Brandon. See, it says Brandon Sorensen. That's why I was confused. Brandon Sorensen, it shows Pro
Pro 2 and Pro 1.
Yeah. Amandin, they actually merged into a Soren hybrid, Sorensen hybrid. Amandin, by their powers combined, will pilot their car. Daniel Stuck, that's close enough. Corey Talaska, and Brian Wadman. And have you fucking seen this guy's wad? It's wild. Fucking Wadman. So yeah, that's the Pro 2s. Friday, going down hard. There's gonna be 3 fucking straight days of drifting.
Nuts.
Yeah, I mean, like literally,
Little League?
Little
like,
League.
all
Little
Friday,
Italy.
Saturday, and
Little
Sunday
Italy.
drifting, all battles, no qualifying, no bullshit. I think it's gonna be. I think it's definitely gonna be a fun, like a condensed season because we're gonna see 4 rounds. In
Yeah.
we
gonna be
have
awesome. It's gonna be back to back to back to back to back.
September 4th to September
Yeah,
6th,
The
then
events are 3
September
weeks apart.
25 to 27,
Yeah.
October 16 to 18, which is usually the time where we're done.
Thankfully, they're gonna have like 3 weeks apart to peel away their cars and like
Right.
rebuild them entirely after the fucking wreckers that's gonna go down every weekend.
And November 20 to the 22nd. So this is the first time Formula Drift is actually happening after October.
Yep.
It's
Don't
gonna be
see me
close to Thanksgiving.
And Irwindale won't be so fucking hot if we actually get to go there.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect, honestly.
Yep. The most surprising thing about this season is that they haven't asked us to come back and do the halftime show. I would have thought there would have been a fully budget for that. I think that's a top line item for Formula Drift is to pay for something like that because
Yeah.
I think that's honestly what brought most of the fans to the event itself. So I'm kind of worried about event attendance now that the halftime show isn't going to be going on.
I mean,
Potentially, we'll see.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see.
I'm just gonna blame this lack of interest on the lack of the fart video.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
mean, if there was a fart
the
video, that would
catalyst.
have cured everything we have wrong with the country and ourselves right now. I think all of us would be healed and renewed if that were to exist. But if Corey wants to see another 165,000 people die, that's on him.
Corey.
Our video heals.
Yeah, well, that's why you're holding
Your
it back.
soul?
You're keeping it. Why do you think Corey doesn't have COVID? Coincidence? He's seen the fart video. He
I
watches it every
think
day.
not.
I'm pretty sure I've had it probably
I
twice
think-
already.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
I got inoculated by the fart itself.
Yeah, well, I
Paco's
think when
immune.
Yeah, Paco's immune. I'm immune because I was pretty close to it in the bedroom.
I think I'm not only
After
immune,
we-
I'm impotent too. After that.
You're impotent? I've actually also said that.
After that fart.
No, Paco, we all know you're very cummy. That's good. So we got. Do we have any car stuff to talk about with the boys? I bet some guys are probably starting to get to work on their cars.
There's a month left.
In St. Louis, I bet in St. Louis we're still gonna see some not done.
Some
cars.
people
There's
still
gotta be.
wrenching at the
Yep.
at the pits.
There's got to be some not done cars.
Any of you guys going to St. Louis
No,
at all?
no. I spent well, the other reason why the show's been hard to do, at least on my end, is
Yeah.
immediately after doing my 17 hours a day on the Mach-E project. Immediately went to Wisconsin for some snap-on shooting. So I spent 2 weeks in Wisconsin. Flying was such a treat. It was a beautiful thing to fly in that fashion. Thankfully,
Nobody on the plane.
No, the plane was fucking
That's so
cold,
weird.
man.
And you still have to wear a mask.
Yeah, of course, mask wearing. Which I'm fully a supporter and not a fucking idiot or an asshole. So yeah, I wear a mask in public all the time. But usually it's just walking around. I've never had to like sit still on a plane for 5 hours just wearing a mask. Usually it's like walking to go get coffee
Yeah.
or grocery store or whatever. Like 5 hours. My face was hot,
Dude,
but
I
it was required.
I wear my mask everywhere, but I get winded when I go to Home Depot. Just walking around like
Well, that's because you're fat.
I'm not fat.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Straight up. Straight up.
Hold
But,
on, let me see that beard. I've not really focused on your. Have you touched that thing since the team? The fucking ZZ Top over here.
It's not the first time I had this big beard. It's just made a comeback.
Yeah, I put some on that back.
Speaking
What?
of St. Louis, it's our little Kyle Crow's baby boy birthday today. St. Louis.
Oh,
Yeah.
our St. Louis buddy.
Yep.
Do you
so-
remember long ago last year when we got that? Was that just last year? No, it was the year
2
before
years.
last. We got our cool St. Louis downtown loft with a pool table and a
Mhm.
bar. That place was nice.
Yeah.
That was a weird other life ago that we traveled to around all the Formula Drift rounds.
Every
making
FD
drift
events
talks.
and
That was a strange time.
It's actually 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
3
Like,
years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fucking way unless there is, of course, a sudden influx of money that would warrant our travel. And I imagine we're literally at the bottom of the list that anyone at FD would pay for having us around. Although I'd love to commentate on the drifting. But yeah, I don't think there's any way I'd go to Texas or St. Louis, Seattle. We'll see where we're at when the time comes. Definitely we'll go to California if there's an attendance event.
At
because
least.
my house. Yeah, I hope to watch some live
We
FD.
can
but
we can
otherwise, you
probably
better fucking
crash.
believe
We
it'll
can
be-
probably crash in your couch, and we can do a fart video part 2. The
God,
revenge.
can we?
The
That way we'll have it
revenge.
in our hands.
Corey,
Corey,
I've been
do you have the video, or did you delete it and right now you're just fucking?
I still
catfishing
have
us?
it somewhere. I have to
I've been-
find it.
I've been brewing one for you, Corey, all this
Why don't
time.
you just have that shit like on lockdown? You know that if the fart video doesn't exist now, we better fucking tell people before we have a big problem on our hands. Because the steam is building, the steam is rising. We're myself at least, and the fans, Driftcast fans, and I'd say Drift fans in general at this point, the pressure's hot. It's hot inside of their bodies right now. And
clammy.
it's coming. It's the steam
It's
is rising,
clammy.
and one of these days there's going to be a little steam
A
explosion.
14-second video
Yeah,
has changed
and
drifting forever.
And if they,
We showed
and if,
Lorette the video.
Yeah, poor
yeah,
thing.
she loved it. She loved it,
She
and that's
loved
and
it.
that's why after she saw that video, she's like,
We
I'm
showed
gonna
Lorette
dedicate
the
my
video
life.
when my phone still smelled like a fart. Like
Yeah,
I recorded the
that's why.
video. I farted probably within contaminating
She
proximity.
saw the video on
And then
Autorama.
Lorette grabbed my phone and washed it 2 or 3 times right in Paco's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why she dedicated her life to drifting. She saw that video and she was already like in it. You know, she was already doing her
100%.
awesome
Like,
announcing. But then she saw that video and she was like, "Oh, this is what it's about. Fuck yeah,
dude,
I
what
can
do I
do
sign up?
this."
That's because we
I
were
can-
announcing Nitto Enthusiast Day, and she was up there hanging out with us because we're a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
amateurs. And then, guys, I remember I was on the microphone. Guys, welcome to Enthusiast Day. My name's Corey Osworth. But yo, we're gonna play this fart video real quick. Cue it, Sam.
Yep.
We announced it to about 20,000 people.
Yeah, and everyone lost their
And
minds.
dude, it was like pulling up the front stage, like front row, stage center at a Guns N' Roses concert.
Yeah, Slash
People
was
were
there. And
going crazy, dude.
Slash was fucking. Yeah, he was.
It was
fucking
like a
going nuts.
Lenny Kravitz concert when he was wearing
Levy
rubber
Levy
pants.
Kravitz was there. Levy was there, and he was
Mhm.
like, "I want to get away," and then like Corey's like, "Check this video out."
Like,
Jumbotron was
yeah.
playing.
And then it was
Um,
a Fury.
What was Sum 41 played?
Fat
Crazy
Ass.
Town.
Yeah,
Fat Ass.
Crazy Town came. Crazy Town, Come My Lady, the Butterfly Song. God, there was some good hits that day. All because their front video. They came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is our
So-
one and only TikTok, by the way.
We have a
You,
TikTok?
yeah, you are singing "Sexy, Pretty Little Thing."
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
that's our one and only TikTok video ever made. And then
If
we got
drifting fails this
yeah.
year, guys, we're gonna go full-time TikTokers. We're gonna learn how to dance on TikTok.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I
would
meit's
say that's
not
a
anymore
good
because
use of our
now it's
energy.
banned. It's TikTok.
Not yet. We can still become famous TikTokers. That
Have
is
you,
my favorite
have you
thing.
seen the videos of like TikTokers applying for a real job after TikTok's banned?
I have not. What is there any other drifting talk we can do right now? And also, you people that are watching live, and also if you're listening after the fact, like shoot us on the Facebook. We also want to talk about, not talk about. We're just gonna fucking do it. We're gonna create a Discord, right? And I'm gonna talk about it now, so we have
Yeah.
to. Because that seems to be like that's how Corey you interact with all your stream people. And granted, the Facebook is nice. Like I will probably delete my Facebook sooner than later. We want to start a Discord for those that are not familiar. Discord. Everyone's fucking familiar with Discord that's listening to this shit. Come on, man. But
Yeah,
essentially,
we're on
it's
the
just
internet.
it's just it'll always be a place where we can share ideas and talk to you guys, and we can have people pop in the show if we want to. And like, if you have like a fan question or whatever, like we can just like fucking pop you right in, and you can
Yeah.
talk to whatever driver. So we're excited about the potential of that. We're gonna do that fairly soon, I think. So it'll be cool, and we can share our memes. You can have like a shit post. I mean, let's be clear, everything's gonna be a shit post channel and a Discord that we create, but yeah, so I want to do that. That'll be cool. But yeah, let us know wherever we are right now in chat or whatever, who you want us to talk to. I definitely want to talk to Vaughn at some point. I just talked about that electric car because it was a huge fucking part of my life for a very long time. And I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I haven't really talked to him about it. We just fucking did that huge shoot. And that was it. And then we're going to have a dad on here before St. Louis, I hope, because to hear it all from the dad mouth. Who else do I want to talk to? JD, the Beanbag, Jimmy Dean, last year's champ. It'd be nice to talk to him, hear what it's like in the land of ire. But also, he's kind of a pain in the ass to get on the show every time. He makes me work for it. Nick Hogan. Is that
Come on.
anything? Is that something we need?
I'm okay without Nick. But bring Hulk.
Bring Lenny
Yeah.
Kravitz on.
Lenny Kravitz would be fucking great for this series. I don't know who else. Who else should we do?
Well, there's a lot of news, a lot of cars, new sponsors, new partnerships. It's changing. It's shaping up.
It's a lot of sad news about like brands going away, not surviving the
yeah.
whole thing, which is kind of like.
I'm remaining optimistic, Paco.
Yeah, I know, but I was just gonna say like it's leaving a bigger, how to say, like a bigger room for other brands to thrive.
I guess that's a weird way to look
You
at
know,
it. For
like
sure.
Maximum
Yeah, lots
Driftcast.
of small companies are dying.
Maximum Driftcast
there's
still
no
looking
way
for
it won't-
sponsors.
Yeah, we're still looking for sponsors. If you guys have a lot of money to give us,
Just don't care
yeah,
about it.
go
Just give it to
ahead.
us. We'll
give it
flip
up.
it around.
Give it up.
Our
I actually
show.
started giving money to a podcast for the first time ever
Oh, look at that.
in the past few weeks because they were doing
Nice.
like a donation drive. I'm like, fuck it. I listen to the show a lot. I'm gonna do
Nice.
it. So yeah, there you go.
We're
You could
structured,
pay
by
me
the
to play
way.
a podcast.
Yeah, we're structured like a pyramid. So
Mhm.
the three of us are like on top,
Mhm.
and then our Patreons, and then our sponsors. So
Uh-huh.
like everybody wins. It's like a way,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, but on the real, hopefully there's enough money for drivers to do this in a way that makes
Comfortably.
sense. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, either one way or the other, St. Louis is fucking happening, I bet. So we have that to look forward to. And we'll talk to Dad about it all.
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
tell us. You said something about getting a new car. What's going on?
You don't even want to know, Paco. It's gonna blow your mind.
Oh, come on. Like, so Corey knows?
Yeah, we were. How do we? Oh, he came into my buddy's Twitch stream when we were playing some video games the other day. So I got. So you might remember, like 2 years ago when I moved to California, I was like on an episode or something similar. I was like, yeah. So my STI was an 04, is an 04 STI.
Yeah.
And I bought it as like a almost, I don't want to call it a barnyard find because it wasn't, but it was an STI that the motor got blown up in, and it only had like 70 something thousand miles, and it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
And I got it, and then I took all my parts off of my O2 WRX at the time and put them on the STI, which involved an external wastegate, bigger turb ski, bigger intercooler, and a bunch of other plethora of things that are not legal in the fair state of California. And then I moved to California, and I was like, yo, I got emissions, I got to smog my car. And I did eventually find someone to help me smog my car. And then I got a letter about 2 months ago now from the smog peeps and said like, hey, for whatever reason, maybe it's random, maybe it's just, your car that pollutes more than normal, which would make sense. For STI, but it's probably a dirty engine. And then it said, or maybe we noticed something kind of shitty on your last one. So now this time you've got to go to the special smog spot.
That sounds so California right now.
So I was like, cool, the state run one.
Oh.
So I was like, cool, let me talk to my good friends and see if they know of any special people at the special store to make my car go. And I got nothing. And then I went to Ant Spec, formerly Cobb, out here, to just take my car in and just get like a general once over because it needed it anyways. And they were like, I was like, hey, I need to make this happen. As a, they of course wouldn't tell me anyone anyways because they're a legit business. But they said they didn't know of anyone that would know. And then they were like, I was like, so how much money to make my car stock enough to pass? And they laughed because I would have had to, even if I could find the stock parts at this point, it would have been like $10,000 to make this car stock enough to pass. And I'm sure there's people in chat like, oh, I know some legit people, but I did spend a fucking ton of time and looked on all the Subaru boards and all the other shit. And like everyone on the board was saying like, yep, my guy got busted and my guy stopped doing it and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I used all my resources and I didn't want to spend more kind of money than the car is worth. And I have had to retire the STI. And
so sold
Big
it?
Brett Bretterson, no, never. I would never sell it. Brett Bretterson is going to come down to LA in a week or so and then pick her up. And it's going to be his car to the point that he will have the title in his name and he'll drive it. But I may ask for it back. If there's like a 25-year rule, maybe it's my AZ Cruiser. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I can't sell the car in good conscience for the fucking love of that car. So either way, it will not be a California car.
Did you bought yourself a Buick Riata?
I bought myself a Buick Riata. Fuck, you spoiled it for me.
I mean, you're Sam. You're an open book. I can see it in your eyes.
I did all the maths and I realized that that they had the criteria. I wanted because it's fucking California. I wanted a car that would be really fun stock. And when I say stock, I just mean not external wastegate sort of level of modification in a bigger Turbski level. You know, maybe I'll do a little finagling on it. I needed something that was new enough that there's some sort of warranty, because I just don't want to fuck with that stuff anymore. Like, it was such a shitty thing. Like, my STI is in pretty good condition, but like sometimes the steering bound, and I wouldn't want to drive it on a canyon road because sometimes I'm like getting off on an off ramp, my steering wheel would just like hiccup and bind, and it was fucking terrifying. And I did replace that finally with its time at Inspec, but it's a few $1,000s here, a few thousand, whatever there, just to make this old ass car work right. So I wanted just to not deal with that in a new car, not have that stress, and to be able to like road trip with it. So yeah, had to be fun, had to have warranty, and be within price-ish range. But I've also been driving around a $5,000 car pretty much my entire life.
Same
And
here.
I was saving around. I should say you saved a lot of money to potentially buy a car someday. So before anyone poo-poos on me. So I did. There's literally one car in the past decade that I wanted.
I know.
unfortunately.
I think I know what it
Okay.
is.
What is
I
it,
got
Paco?
that.
Take a guess.
I got that
think my
fucking
guess
car.
is so good that I don't want to spoil it.
Say
Got
it.
that fucking car.
It's a Tesla.
Nope.
Nope. No, I did want the Model 3. I signed up on that list like 4 years ago now, and then I drove it, and it was fun. But for what it cost, it just doesn't make me happy. Like, it didn't look cool enough. It looks like a Mazda 3.
Not to mention,
It didn't
there's
have-
so many in California.
It
They
didn't
just
have-
blend in.
Hold on, let me
Sam,
just-
tell him what
so-
you got already so we could celebrate.
Yeah, no. I think
Just
I'm just
tell 'em.
gonna. Oh no, I was gonna put a photo up
All right, put a photo
while
up.
I do it, so you can
Do it.
have a see.
Do it on your
My-
screen share.
Yeah, I'm airdropping it to my computer right now, so
Oh,
you can see it.
technology.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ!
All right, here comes.
Drum roll, please. This is my new daily driver. I'm still working on the name. My STI was Lydia.
Make this one chlamydia.
I'm kind of like
Lydia and
that's
chlamydia.
good. That's funny.
That's very good.
Lydia,
I
chlamydia.
was working on Marceline, maybe. I don't know. I'm
Ugh.
working on it still.
Well,
You
no.
don't think so? No, that's
No,
that's the
Marceline.
problem. I'm trying to open the image. I've never. Okay, why? This is embarrassing, guys.
Oh,
Downloads. Come on.
Name it.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so
Name it
Discord,
Betty.
that's not what I want. This is Freddy. No, what if I named it Brett? That's a cool name, because Brett's gonna be taking over my SDI. Brett would be so pumped on that.
nice.
Okay, so this is the car that I done made it.
All right, here you go, Paco.
Uh-oh.
Drum
go,
roll.
I'm
Paco.
excited.
Drum roll. Yeah.
Sam Nowlin has started screenshot. Damn.
That's her. Of course, it's blue. I can't help myself. What are you looking at here? Paco is a 2019 M2 competition.
Nice. Very
BMW
good car.
M2 competition.
Very good car,
BMW
Sam.
M2 competition.
Manual
done
transmission?
Yeah. What? No,
Stick-
of course not. Fuck that.
What?
No, I got the. No.
Paddles?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Is it a dual clutch SMG or is
Yes,
it an automatic?
It's a dual clutch SMG,
Okay.
so it's not an automatic. It's got dual
Yeah.
clutches. It is the coolest shit ever to drive. It is the fucking coolest thing in the world. Like, turn off all the traction control-y things, which you can do, which is fucking awesome. And then you floor it at a light, and then it just smokes tires.
This goes.
And then you give the paddle a little flick, and then it goes into second gear, and then burns out through second gear, and then you give the paddle a little flick, and then it burns out through third gear.
Congratulations,
and,
Sam.
And it's the coolest shit on earth.
Paco
And-
is buying Fiats and bullshit, and you're buying a
I know.
BMW M2 competition.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Good for you,
It's a
Um,
good car, man,
Yeah,
for sure.
It is. So it is so fiscally irresponsible right now,
yeah.
but I am so goddamn happy about it.
And it
because
has
so I've hit,
no cargo space for
Oh,
all
no,
your
so
equipment.
here's the crazy part. It's only a two-door, but like the trunk is 10 times more functional than the STI because the seats fold down. The STI had a big fucking rear strut brace, so
Oh,
the seats
that's
didn't fold
right.
down. Yeah, so I can actually fit stuff in it. The only complaint I have is I want louder exhaust. Because it does have like baffled exhaust. It's like when it's on little baby boy mode,
Mhm.
it's quiet, and then we turn it on to Sport Plus, it makes loud noises, but not loud enough. I want a little bit louder, and maybe I'll get wheels for it, but that's about it. I don't really want to do anything with it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it. I've hit like California roads every like 3 days. So I've been carving the canyons in Malibu, which is just, it's fucking wild how different it feels compared to, like, I always consider the SGI like a fast car, but that car sucked in the corners in comparison. It just understeered and was like fat feeling. It is wild to feel what this car feels like. And I'm so happy to have rear wheel drive on the public roads so I can do really ignorant shit every time I go
Yeah.
around a corner. It's going to get me in trouble eventually, I'm sure, but fuck it. And Corey, but now we're Beamer boys. You're a Beamer boy.
I've been to Beamer
You've,
Boy.
you've
Yep.
had, yeah, you've
I've
had
had 3
Beamers
or
for a
4
long time.
BMWs. Yep.
I remember when you pulled up in that fucking, was that a Mercedes or a 7 Series you pulled up
I had a
to me at
Mercedes.
Tejas? Yeah.
That's
But
400. That's 450. That's 500.
yeah, which I was considering. I was considering like an older, what was that? Oh, Nick Swan got like a
M3.
C55 AMG.
Oh, yeah.
No, which I was thinking that was my other one that I wanted was like the cars that we drove around at Grid Life,
Yeah.
the 55 AMG, which are awesome. And that's the thing. I got a 2019 in this versus a new 2020 because 1 year old and you save like 25% of the sticker. And if you go like, unfortunately, they didn't have older competitions, but like the AMG.
Was it brand new on the floor?
No, it had 11,000 miles of someone else's farts on it. But
That's
that other
nothing.
person did when they took it out of the dealer, they spent far too much money on the M Performance steering wheel, the side skirts, and the rear diffuser and the side mirror caps.
So that guy saved
So-
you like 25
Yeah,
to
they
30
got-
grand.
They got 10 grand of carbon and performance parts on it that were essentially a knockoff, or not knockoff, knocked
Yeah.
off the price. So I got all that. I did order, I was saving to post it on social media till the front splitter comes because I did order that to complete the kit. It does look a little bit weird to me to have carbon rear diffuser, carbon side skirt, winglets, and no
Yeah.
front. I want to get that front on there.
You know,
So,
you know
yeah,
that car, Sam. It's virtually very close to the new Supra.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is like I considered the Supra, the look just ain't for me, and the
Yeah.
fact that it's not as raw as this. The little bit I've driven one was just not the same experience. And this shit's the shit. What it really is about was just I wanted the heated seat. 'Cause every time I rent a car and I sit in a heated seat, I feel so
Does it have
nice.
AC seats in it or no?
No, I wish it did.
Mine has
I'll-
both.
Yeah, but you
Fuck
have a
you,
5
dude.
Series, right?
Oh yeah, and that Mitch asked, is it twin turbo or that another model? Yeah, so like this is, to me, this is the modern day Supra. It is the modern day GTR because like GTR is a big fat fucking car now.
Inline
But
6
like
turbo.
it's inline six, twin turbo,
turbo,
rear-wheel drive, and
2
like,
plus
that
2.
yeah, 2+2. It is about as raw as a high end quote unquote sports car gets.
Mhm.
Like the fact, like it just does the good feels, and I'm so excited about it. It was a fucking awesome thing. I was like really uncomfortable at the car dealership. You ever fucking talk to a car dealer, boy?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Dude,
This
that's
is
what
the
he's
only.
Dude, I hustle. I fucking hustle.
Yeah, I hustled in,
I hustle.
but like, but they weren't having it. I've never. So my dad is actually slanging Subarus in North California now. That's his deal, and around the San Francisco area. If you need a Subaru in San Francisco area, he's in Fremont. My dad will
Nalvin
give you a deal.
Motorsports.
But he like let me know the way that a lot of dealers do work these days, which is like they don't really haggle much, and it's like they'll tell you this is the price of the car, fuck off, and that's I think at least how it is for them at Subaru and whatever other big Toyota his place sells.
Yeah.
But they'll like work with you on like accessories, and they'll work with you on warranty and other stuff. And of course, when I walked in there, this was like the only M2 competition for sale that I could find in California. So like, I didn't want to make him seem like I was super horny for it, but I was. And
It's a nice color,
I was
dude.
like, I was like, okay, I might want to take this car. How about this thousands off? And he's like, nah. I'm like, well, I'll walk away then. He's like, okay. He's like, okay, but I want this car, sort of stuff. And then I got like not a lot off, but I got enough. Like I got like the initial 1,000 where he had to go like talk to his dad in the back. Like, Dad, this guy's gonna
Yeah, he wants
leave. I'm gonna make him sit there for 30 minutes. And they're like, okay, here's the number. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, well, can I talk to you about like warranty stuff? Can I go look the car again? Blah 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 blah. And I was like, all right, well, I'll take it right now if you can give me this number. And he's like, oh fuck, well, can't do that. And then he goes in the back for like half an hour and like hands me back a number that's $200 less than what I asked for, $200 more than what I asked for. And I was like, all right, you fucker. The $200 you need.
200.
Yeah.
I just want to feel like they came up. Oh got 'em.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't hurt him. I'm sure it
Yeah.
didn't hurt him at all. to
Dude,
do
so
that
what
shit,
I do
but-
is like I go in there, I'm like, how much for this car? And they're like, oh, it's 19. I'm like, oh, I can't afford that. They're like, well, what do you want
Then
your
you leave.
payments to be at? And I'm like, I don't know. I need them around X, right? Give them a low number, say you need $350 a month. And they're like, ooh, I don't know if we can do that if there's no money down. I'm like, well, we got to find a way on how to. That's the
I
only
mean,
way to
you
take it.
you're gonna
Oh,
make it
okay.
happen, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just what,
Yeah.
what can you do for me? And it's a little bit of going back and forth, and they're like, all right, well, we got it down, because like in my head, I'm saying, okay, I'm just saying this number, for example, it's 275. That's what I want to make my payments on. So
Mm.
what I do is I haggle them as if I have no money down, that I'm going to finance it all, to where they take a little interest off of it. They have to waive some dealers and dock fees or whatever bullshit fees, and it gets lower, lower, and lower, right? So they're like $10 above my asking price, and then I put my money down. So I originally wanted like 275, but let's say I was always going to put $5,000 down. I don't tell them I'm putting money down until I squash the price with them first.
Oh, that's a good move.
Um,
And then
and
you throw down
then-
$5,000 down.
yeah,
and
now
then,
my
and then
payment's
you're like,
180
Yeah.
bucks.
that's good. I like that. Yeah, but I wish I would have thought to haggle more on the interest rate, which is already super low. But like I talked to my bank and was like, well, what's my car loan interest rate? And I think they said like 2.9 or something like that. And then I went in BMW, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use my bank to interest to do the loan. And they're like, what percentage are they giving you? And I was like, 2.5. And they're like, yeah, we'll match that. And I was like, fuck. She just said 2% because they were just like taking my word for it.
Yeah, but he can
It's
say
not my
that,
fault.
but they don't really do it at the end. At the end of the day, oh, you can
He-
do
well,
that.
I mean, he
Let's
didn't.
go.
They didn't even check. Like
Yeah.
they don't care. They would have done 2. It was also the end of the month. Is like the last day of the month, and I went in there, not intentionally. It just was
Yeah.
like that's what it was. And I'm like, oh, this dude probably wants to sell a car.
Since
He was a very nice man, though.
we're
Hopefully they
talking,
don't fuck me on warranty stuff, because I'm sure like that's the crazy part. The car only wants an oil change every 15,000 miles. That's what the car tells me.
since we're talking like new cars and stuff and dealers, have you guys seen anything exciting coming from like brand new right now as far as like cars, like something that could be potentially a drift car in the future?
The new BMW 4 Series looks fucking disgusting.
It's
They didn't have any there, but I real talked. Hold on, check this shit out if you haven't seen it. It's comical. It's like someone
yeah, the grill.
photoshopped. Yeah, the grill.
It's a joke.
grill
It's like they heard the joke. They're
Yeah.
saying we're making the grills bigger and that we're gonna come up with a very big one now. Oh
I
yeah,
feel like they made
let's
a- I
give
feel
it
like
to
they made a
them.
meme car. Like are they fucking joking? Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, thankfully I got in right before they ruined BMW. So
That's
yeah,
ugly.
yeah, the Supra is literally the only exciting thing. Well, Nissan, and since we've last spoken,
They're
Nissan has
releasing the
done,
400Z.
Yeah, or is that what they've settled on?
I don't think they're settled on the name, but it's probably gonna be because it's a 4-liter V6 twin turbo.
Yeah, it's another Z car. So
But
that's
here's the
exciting
thing:
news.
this one is gonna be a twin turbo, so
Really?
it might be a ZX.
That'll be cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see. So hopefully Nissan doesn't fuck that up, because I think that most of their stuff has been pretty goddamn stale for a long time.
Well-
I wish they would just bring back a light, because let's be honest, I would not have bought this car
Mm-hmm.
if there was a Sylvia.
An S
Like-
chassis. Well, here's the
If there
thing.
was an S16 that didn't suck, I would happily have spent much less money and just gotten like a turbo 4 rear-wheel drive that excited me.
So here's the thing, because the Z is gonna be more of a Supra competition. Like, it's gonna be on the price range.
Yeah, like they keep on doing these 60, but you look at like the Supra versus what I think like the value is in the M2 competition is nowhere fucking near. Like
Yeah.
the Supra wasn't even close, and they cost the same, which blows my mind.
It's also hot.
I don't fit in the Supra.
Yeah, you fit my car. It's
New-
fucking surprising.
Newsflash. Corey's sitting on his
Germans have
back
figured
right
it
now.
out.
But
Also, I learned with my O2 WRX, which was a great car, but like never buy the first year.
no.
And thankfully, the M2 competition this year, like this 2019, is more or less the same base thing that they've been doing for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Just with
Refined
shinier
and-
headlights
yep.
and different bulges over the fenders and a slightly different tuned motor. But this motor's 10
No.
years old.
No fake
Um,
air vents.
Yeah, no fake shit.
But so here's the thing, with the Z coming out like a turbo and it's gonna be high horsepower, it leaves like the Z was kind of like 370Z was kind of like battling the FRS BRZ like close. So the Z is kind of like stepping away. So Nissan doesn't have an economy rear-wheel drive car. So there's a room for
No one does except for the FRS, and the
True.
FRS is now a
True.
decade old. Or
Well,
how
Mazda-
FRS? Like,
And it makes no power.
Mazda's bringing
Yeah.
rear-wheel drive based cars now. The new Mazda 6 is gonna be a rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. So
Yeah.
that's they're moving towards
Just
that direction.
make a Sylvia and I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would jump on board.
But yeah, like it's just hard. Like I don't see any exciting cars coming out of the dealer. I mean, I'm more excited about the
Yeah.
Bronco. Like that's like
Yeah, that's the thing is
I'm
a truck won't fit in my driveway. I was like, when I was considering the things like a Forerunner would be the logical thing. Forerunner Tacoma, but like my driveway, you guys have seen it, super narrow. I literally on my M2, I have an inch on either side that I can navigate leaving my driveway. So that's gonna be I have to go very slowly.
yes.
But yeah, other than trucks, like there's nothing else out there right now that
Yeah.
is really interesting to me. I'm gonna show you more pictures of my car because I like it so much.
Because as far as like
Look it. So this was
that's
the
yours?
day that I got it. I was just getting a coffee. It's like, look at that sexy car. And this fucking Jamoke over here on the left, he's just staring.
He was actually thinking about chili dog in it.
Yeah. Look at him. He's got his bandana over his
Oh, we got
mouth
race
and
service
his
in
face.
chat. Hi, race service.
yeah, what were you buying at the
Yeah.
greenhouse?
They race service stepped in here, Sam, to let you know you are let go from the company.
Oh, thank God.
They're in
Well,
here. They said,
guess-
Sam, sorry to break the news to you, but unfortunately, you're going to have to start shoveling the dog shit in the backyard.
Oh, well, I
Thank
guess I
you.
can live in my car that I couldn't pay for at this point. So I don't even know who race service is. That could be one of like 8 different people. Hey, race service, what's up, man?
They're going to
Who is
punch
it?
you right in the face.
Hmm.
I can't wait till they do punch you in the face.
So yeah,
It's probably long
Corey,
overdue.
Corey? You're still squatting on that cool 3 Series that's sitting behind you, right?
Yeah, it's just hibernating, dude.
Yeah, what's she
It's-
doing?
it's-
Where she live?
it's
Where
summer.
do all your cars live? Your garage?
K-Sport.
Yeah.
No, K-Sport. They just all live at K-Sport. I keep my Beamer boy parked outside of mi casa. But I was looking at getting a couple different cars. I was looking at originally a long time ago the IS300. Then I started looking at like drag cars. Like I wanted a front wheel drive drag Civic. I wanted to build
Yeah.
like a drag Civic.
OG Papa style.
Like like a EJ1, like a
Like an EG hatch.
EJ1, like a 1998 Civic Coupe. Like I want a Civic Coupe. I want a full size. I don't want the hatch.
Yeah. I still
Uh,
want like the 95 2-door Civic. Like just give me a Civic
The
EX
Fast and
95.
Furious.
Yeah, dude.
Keep it
and that's-
sexy, keep it clean.
Just make some power and do dumb stuff in it. I was looking at a bunch of other things. At the S15. Even today, a dumb idea crossed my mind. When I was like, man, I should raffle off my Boss 14. Like, get rid of my Boss 14, build a Boss 15, get another fun project.
Here, listen to me, Corey. Here's what you're gonna do. Chrysler Crossfire.
That's a good car. That's a sick car.
I mean, it's basically a Mercedes.
Yeah, basically a Mercedes. You know what is cool? The Cadillac XLR. Is that the Batmobile one? That's almost a
I
Corvette.
love that car. Yes.
Yeah, the only other car I would have vaguely considered that isn't 15 years plus older is a Corvette C6, C7. What year are we on now? Yeah,
C7s are pretty
Seven.
cheap right now because of the C8 came
Yeah.
out.
Rocco, the XLR is so ugly.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think it looks like the Batmobile.
yeah, it's a great looking car. It's obviously it's dated because it came out like 15 years ago now.
I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like a.
Dude, it looks.
Corey, you owned that generation Cadillac.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but just something about the roof.
Oh,
there's something about it that.
Drop
that-
it down. It's a convertible. It's a hardtop convertible.
Yeah, drop that,
The
that
nose
roof
is
down.
way too long. The nose is way too.
It's
long.
exact same dimensions of a Corvette. So you
Look,
can't.
when you're making a Batmobile, you
Yeah.
gotta make it Batmo.
No. Plus, why are you making nose jokes? Who are you
I'm
to
not-
talk?
Are you calling him? Are you making fun of his face right now?
I thought it was
Oh,
like.
you're lucky I don't mess you up right now.
You're gonna fucking
I'm
clock you one.
lucky.
We got a
Um,
super chat. We Aaron Coilas, thank you, my man. We missed you too.
Aaron,
Hey, Ron, Thank you for that. We enjoy that very much. We're gonna split that up and put it into my car payment.
That's
take
not
it
even
all.
gonna pay for anything. It's not even a dent.
Oh,
that.
I've never had a car payment before. It's fucking weird.
don't talk shit on
It's
Aaron's
weird.
super chat, Corey. That was a
I'm
very
not.
nice
That was very
$5.
nice of
Thanks,
I was
Aaron.
making fun of Sam because of his payments too high.
I did do a fat stinky down on it, so it's
Okay,
not too bad.
that helps. That helps.
Yeah, I have had an emergency fund for when my car blows up, and thankfully it hasn't. But it more or
So
less.
then you take that emergency fund and put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency. I want to go in debt fund.
Yes, exactly.
Corey, are you still looking for a Ford Festiva? Because
Me?
yeah,
No.
was it a Festiva
I
or
would
no?
get it
Or
as a clown car. I would get a clown car.
no, it wasn't a Festiva. Sorry, it was a Geo Metro. No, yeah, either a Festiva or a Geo Metro, right?
A Suzuki Samurai.
That's actually cool. That's not a funny car, Corey.
I'll
Watch,
do
by
the
the way,
Suzuki Samurai.
guys, we have to go gamble, do the gamble
No.
500, and get a
Oh,
get a
okay.
car.
I thought you meant like go to the casino.
No. Gambler 500, get a car, and just
Corey and
gamble
I
it.
don't do that anymore. We're BMW boys. All we do is cruise.
Don't use your turn signals.
I've been using. Do you know what's funny is I've always been a turn signal dude. Like, yeah, I'm gonna drive aggressively through traffic. I will always use my blinker.
Nice.
But now I'm super conscious of it because I just know that if I'm a BMW boy not using my blinker, everyone's gonna know.
Are you gonna
know that's the kind of guy I am.
Are you gonna get the fake Euro plate for the front?
No, fuck that.
Good.
No, I already got a parking ticket. I got my first ticket for not having a front plate because you better fucking believe the first thing I did was pull off the front plate. And then I went to a beach spot in Malibu and I didn't have my front plate and my tire was 2 inches on the white line of the road. It was like a neighborhood street and I got a $120 parking ticket. It was fucking cool.
Interesting.
Yep. That's show business, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get going because I have to eat food.
Yeah,
and I have to go
same.
back to
Yeah,
work
same
a little
here.
bit. But let's talk to. We got how many weeks before
Like
the
3,
drifting?
4, 3.
We have 2 to 3 shows to do before
Yeah.
then. Let us know. DM us on Instagram, whatever the fuck you want to talk to us. Assume one of them is Daddy.
We also have a.
And
Well, I don't know if you guys agree, but I think are we gonna do the roast my car, drift
I
roast?
like that idea. Yeah.
I think we can do
I feel
that.
like there's going to be enough excitement leading up to this.
Yeah.
Mitch has set up the Discord. Corey's the Discord master. He knows what's up. We'll talk about it and we'll get it going because we do want to have the Discord. So we'll get it going, but let us know. I think that Dad is good. We haven't talked to Jared in so long. Do you know Jared has moved?
Yeah,
He's
Jared moved
he's
to
your neighbor
California
now.
And
Yes,
flipped his moving van on the way out here.
dude, that was
Poor
well.
Jared.
He didn't, but his brother
brother
did. But
did.
that was
Thankfully he's okay,
crazy.
but
That
we
was
should
so
talk to some of the
crazy.
new FD drivers. Yeah, I would like to. I definitely want to talk to all the new drivers, but I also want to hear how our old friends are doing because it's just been wild lately. I would love to hear just what the fuck everyone's doing. We're gonna have tons to talk about after the first event, no doubt, and have conversations with lots of people. I'm just wondering what the most productive thing is leading up to it. So we'll talk. We'll see when Dad wants to talk. Yeah, that's it.
Guys,
That's all I
tune
got.
in live to Grid Life.
Yeah.
Watch Grid Life. This might
Yeah,
drop
yeah. Grid
tomorrow.
Life needs your
Grid Life
support.
live stream this week. Go show them support. There's no fans there, but enjoy it online with the rest of us.
Yep.
Um,
Watch it with your pants off. Go Donald Duck style.
yeah.
So you could Porky Pig it. You could have a T-shirt on, no pants, while watching Grid Life, which is cool because you can't do that at the real Grid Life.
Yep. So
Yep.
take care, guys. Wash your stinky ass hands, and we'll probably see you guys next week.
Yeah, and finally,
listen
just
to the car
just thank our Patreons. Our Patreons are still there. Obviously,
There's still some Patreons.
yeah,
Don't
there's-
remind them; they'll cancel it the second you remind them.
Yep.
the second
Thank
we
you, guys.
post this video.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
make this a little regular occurrence. Obviously, as drifting is
If it's-
slowed down.
If it's not an accident, thank you guys. Yeah. Corey, you streaming after this?
Probably in like 2030.
Fuck.
All right,
Well,
if
I'm
you
gonna
guys,
go on Corey's stream,
we're
bands,
gonna
global
send you. We're
bands.
gonna send you our audience right now. So all of our 15
Yeah, we're gonna. It's called.
viewers.
It's called hosting, Paco.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm talking to two old guys that are learning how to do the internet for the first time.
No, it's called a raid, Paco. We're gonna raid
Yeah.
Corey's.
Everybody on
stream.
chat. Everybody on chat. Go raid Corey's house. His address is.
No. That's not how that works. Yep. Thanks for
Yep.
listening. We're sorry we've been gone so long. as Corey was saying before I really interrupted, and shit to talk about. Plus, I didn't want to. Plus, I was busy.
Yeah.
Go see Corey's stream. We'll see you next. Why are you shaking your head?
Hopefully next week. No?
They go to your stream.
What?
Huh?
This is the worst ending. We gotta end it.
We gotta shut
All
this
right.
podcast.
All right,
Alright.
boys.
Paco,
Tell,
shut down.
tell another bad horse joke.
Yeah, tell us another horse joke, Paco.
So this one goes like this. There was once a horse one
it's
time.